I'm happy to hear that. Alright. I think it's time.
Setting course for India.
Whoever's not tired after all this gets to see where the Codex came from. Ever played War Thunder? No, I have not, and it doesn't look like my jam, to be honest. I'm not big on multiplayer competitive games, as evidenced by me playing this for ages. Oh, those are some amazing colors in the Rage suit. You know who the Icarus suit is great on? The Icarus suit is great on Psi operatives, I think. Because it lets them get the positioning they need for, like, Null Lance and their other psionic powers. Oh, I don't have a specialist on this team. That's weird. You know what I'm gonna do? That's probably really dumb. I'm going to artificially increase tension and not bring a specialist on this mission. Because we probably won't need it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
That's probably really dumb. Probably quite foolhardy.
Shen and Tygan barely managed to pull these coordinates from that codex thing they had down in the shadow chamber. We're guessing this may be its origin point, but can't know for sure. Based on the fight it put up, I'd expect heavy resistance either way. Good luck down there.
God. Dread with the makeup and the outfit and the colors, just...
Hostile presence is currently unknown, but expect the worst. We're in concealment.
I count 7. Who's our extra? Looks like it's a resistance member.
Rolling.
I honestly prefer you to the Advent soldiers, if only because you guys are insanely accurate. What happens when you bring in a Templar, Reaper, Skirmisher, and 3 sharpshooters? Probably kill a lot.
Headed there now.
From very far away. And then you have the Skirmisher maneuver around for a closer flanking angle, and then The Templar just runs in there and has a time.
It'll be sweet.
I think that's what happens with that squad makeup.
Already there. On the move.
Looks like with the whole Advent squad mates, it looks like it's just troopers or lancers, yeah. Which I'm not going to turn down, but they're not great.
Overwatch.
I mean, I think specialists are the only class where if you bring in a squad of 4 to 6 of them, they're not overpowered. Grenadiers, Rangers, Sharpshooters and Rangers especially, if you bring in 2, 3, 4 of them, and they're all, you know, properly kitted out, I mean, that's just a recipe for
I'm on the move.
insanity. I think I have every ruler armor and every chosen weapon on this mission, yeah.
Look at them proudly marching to the Elder's glory.
Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
So much for our little stealth adventure.
Stick and move! Rolling out!
93. Damn it.
Yeah, I didn't
You had a
get it.
93. Fine then. You also run and gun,
Already
because
there.
yeah, Maze decided to name their character pool character submission after Ruby
No
character.
problem, boss.
So in case you're looking at Crow Brandwin and thinking, what the? Yep, that's what that's about.
On it. Got it. Stepping off.
Oh, you know what? I think they also changed in War of the Chosen. I didn't realize this for the longest time. But the, I don't think the ruler armors used to be tintable. I think that's something they added. I think that's why we've got that garish red and blue serpent coat, and the garish purple and yellow rage armor, and the Icarus armor that actually looks somewhat reasonable. Kind of maybe greenish? Yeah, green and bluish. But normally the defaults being
Sure
the
thing.
blue and the red and the, you know, black and red respectively.
That's affirmative.
I think that's new.
Got it covered.
Physical exertion outweighed. Sounds like a job for a turret.
Okay, I'll go.
Potentially from here on out we got
Got it covered.
nothing but chrysalids,
No
so
problem,
cover
boss.
is not going to be huge from this point on.
Scanning.
No time to spare.
I'm on it. Scanning.
Man, we just came down one cliff and we got to go down another? Been ages since I've seen a tile set like that.
They found us.
Ah, hell.
I stepped on something here. Armor's still holding up.
Oh, here we go. We're on the clock now, chrysalid poison, and I didn't bring a specialist.
On my way.
Ever tried using the Reaper to flank the enemy? I mean... I don't know about that, because Reapers... I mean, obviously, yes, it's a good idea if it comes up, but the problem with that is Reapers don't have a huge amount of mobility options to really get around enemy lines.
I'm going.
So... Oh, I didn't realize you guys would be here. So I find it a little bit dubious. Alright, well, we can make this happen. Well, the Reapers, yeah, I guess the movement speed and the stealth, yeah. Makes sense.
Unlike the rest of you, this unit doesn't get winded.
I guess I'm mixing up, like, mobility abilities with just raw movement speed.
Good to go. Moving on target location.
Yeah, not perfect system. All 79, huh? Can I have an Archon, please?
Don't resist me.
Yeah, I guess being flanking units is one thing. My solitary problem with that is that they don't... Yeah, what you're saying makes sense, Pizza Food. Yeah, it's after they take that flanking shot that's the problem. Where I'm not sure how good they might be at getting out of trouble once they get into it. Like I've had plenty of trouble with in this very campaign. It's how I've lost 2 Reapers. And they don't deal... Their weapons, by default, don't deal enough damage to
On my way.
even with a crit bonus, to actually one-shot or finish a target.
That's another notch for me.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. They can stealth one more time after being spotted. I mean, you actually make a good point there, Pizza Boo.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Observe how it's done.
Damn it, watch your cover!
Uh-oh. Oh, now I'm starting to see.
Ready on escape!
Yeah, you're getting out of here before that chrysalid poison takes its toll. Very well.
Returning as ordered.
Just not even gonna deal with that.
I can handle that. My mind is my weapon. Pressed yet? Absolutely. Overwatch. I'm ready.
It might just be a matter of getting comfortable
Whatever you say.
with the Reaper's capabilities, just so I have an instinctual understanding of their strengths and weaknesses, which I don't have yet. And in my playstyle, raw damage sort of trumps all,
Rolling out.
so it's hard for me to value the Reapers in sort of secondary
Moving.
fashions.
Back online.
Come on at me.
Watch your step here.
I mean, remote start has already saved my butt once. Actually, how about you just get all the way down there and trigger the whole lot?
I'm not sure what we were expecting to find out. It's promising.
That's not the same rift the Codex used when it appeared. This thing could lead anywhere. It may not even be pointing at Earth.
As with most things, we'll likely need to bring it back to the ship for further examination.
I'm going to need a bigger gun.
There we go. All that crap revealed. And no one else has to get chrysalid poisoned. Isn't that great? Ah, hell.
Got a burrow here. That's why we need armor.
Well, thankfully it didn't poison. Could get all of those, but I'd also hurt our friend. You know what? I will consider it. How many can you see? All of them? Alright. Nope, cereal's out, so...
I can handle that. Grapple out.
So we got that for potentially, I'm thinking...
This unit
Face
is
off.
relatively agile.
However, blaster bomb might be the actual answer here. Yeah.
Locked on. They've been destroyed.
Like, I mean, I think I've gotten
I guess that'll
more
be okay.
familiar with them since I lost the first two.
On the move.
Especially now that I've seen their full potential as colonels with the, you know, full training. I don't know. Actually, let's have you do your face-off, which will be like everyone.
Multiple targets down.
You don't say multiple targets down.
Seems doable. Target down. Only the best. Status confirmed. All hostile contacts in the AO have been eliminated. The gateway is secure. Status confirmed. Commander, we've secured the psionic gateway, and recovery teams are en route to the site. Now it's up to Taigen and Shen to figure out what this thing does.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level in recent years.
The soldier that joined us from the Resistance is certainly a quick study, having already surpassed
Which
some
again,
of our other soldiers.
allows you to flank the target and deal quite a bit of damage. Yes, on turn 2, but not on turn 1 of an encounter. And my play style, I try to optimize around killing the most amount of targets on turn 1.
The distinctive alien artifact we recovered from the field resembles a portal or gateway of some kind. Although we believe it provides the aliens with a means of long-distance travel, potentially beyond the confines of our world itself.
And Reapers just aren't
it will
built
take
for,
time before we could truly understand
turn
the
1
gateway's
kills.
function.
Based on what your team witnessed in the field, Commander, it is clear this
Not without,
psionic
you know, a
gateway
lot of work put
provides
into
the
'em.
aliens with some means of far-off travel. It will be up to you to determine not only how it functions, but exactly where this gateway leads.
New objective added.
Yeah, it's Alpha Strike.
In order to analyze the alien psionic gateway we recovered, we will need to make the appropriate modifications to the shadow chamber first, Commander.
And I prefer the Alpha Strike,
In
the Alpha
case of
Strike
this
strategy
psionic
because,
gateway, I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with the decision to recover it from the field. We had a prime opportunity to send the biggest bomb we have right through it, but instead, we're taking the wait-and-see approach. I just hope we didn't miss our chance.
the thing is, like, there's enough enemies that have enough scary abilities that even if they're doomed to the next turn, they can still deal a decent amount of damage. I just prefer not to even give them the chance. Advent doesn't get driven off very easily. Only when it's like they're wounded and they're the last guy in their pod do they ever just run back. And oftentimes, if you go in for a flanking shot yourself, if you're too close, you can get counterflanked, and it's a big old mess. Like, I'm enjoying this argument about, you know, the usefulness of Reapers, and I don't disagree with you on all your points, but it's more a matter of conflicting playstyle.
Sector 12, East Africa.
We're just gonna park here and get intel for the rest of our days.
And the cause is advanced.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's how the Reapers prefer to be played, is to sort of stay out of the action until after the Alpha Strike and just sort of clean up with flanking shots. But it's taken me a while to really realize that and, you know, see their potential in that. But I think you're right. Go ahead and just get some more ability points.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Reapers have the same playstyle you do, Pizza Foo? That makes sense. I can see why you'd like them then. Ooh, venom rounds.
Just like the one we found the commander in.
On the surface, yes. But in function... Ah, Commander. Excellent. We can begin. It is no secret that Advent soldiers possess both human and alien genetic characteristics. Preliminary analysis led me to believe that this was the result of direct modifications made to a pre-existing human host. Prisoners, or perhaps even unwitting volunteers.
See your local Advent recruiter today.
However, the reality is something else entirely. The Advent troopers at the facility we discovered, including the specimen before you, were manufactured. Each soldier possesses a unique genetic code. Predominantly human, of course, but with some fragments left open.
Left open for what?
Whatever alien DNA Advent wishes to insert. Sectoid, mutant, even the species our soldiers refer to as Berserker. In all cases, human genetic material serves as a bonding agent, holding the strands together.
Human material? You mean the stuff we found at the Blacksite facility?
Precisely. The key component in their soldier manufacturing process.
So we've been fighting ourselves this entire time.
In a way. But I believe there's more to it than that. The human DNA in this specimen bears one key difference from the entirety of the sequences decoded in the Shadow Chamber. Psionic sensitivity. Given the sheer volume of strands involved, this cannot be accidental.
Screening process at the clinics. Avatar.
The potential power of a being created with this template is significant. Central. Had we not intercepted it before the process was completed...
I know, Doctor. Continue your research. Let us know if you find anything else.
Alright then. Oh, all of the shadow projects must be completed. What? But I did complete it.
had fully expected to find that the aliens were conducting questionable experiments involving human captives at the black site we raided with the help of local resistance operatives. What we did find was something more reprehensible than I could have possibly imagined. A facility solely dedicated to the rendering and refinement of human genetic material on an industrial scale. The aliens have crossed the boundaries of known science. Consequences be damned.
Shadow chamber upgraded.
Now we gotta study the Psionic Gate, which is the last thing. Ah, okay. Uh-oh. That got a little close.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Infiltrate's neat, but I kinda never needed it. I got used to the timers very early on. How about a superior weapon upgrade? Yeah.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Hate to do this, but you're the only one who can pull this off. You know I'd go myself if I could.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the Codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the Codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin. We've already seen the Codex opening a similar rift in the field. I am sure your device will be fine.
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay? Whoa! Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
Doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secure beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you. That is definitely not fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the Codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately.
We are now prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
And now it's time.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished.
Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
There we go. Your narration implies it was a close fight, and not just the Reaper spamming, just jamming their trigger until the clip ran out. Yeah, that's fair. He wasn't there, he doesn't know. Oh, good. And while we're waiting for that to finish, we got more gorilla targets. You know what? I don't want Advent to have a bunch of extra armor. I just don't.
Setting course for the Australian sector.
No. Now I'm worried that XCOM operatives are embellishing their reports to get free drinks. You know what? Never thought of that before, but...
Commander, I've got trace chemical readings throughout that area showing a mix of volatile compounds. If we're not careful, that whole place could end up on fire.
I should probably actually bring a grenade at some point. I've been caught before by just not bringing that and then... I don't know. Sometimes you need a grenade and you forget to bring one. Oh, we are getting so close. We are so close to the end. It's been nearly 4 hours, but I'm kind of considering just
Deployed.
marathoning straight through to the end today. Just... Oh, it could happen. It could happen today.
Picking up unusual readings coming from this area, and our recon team has confirmed that Advent is now operating some sort of massive psionic transmitter nearby. Shen and Tygan agree. If we destroy the transmitter while it's still connected to Advent's network, their operations across this entire region could be crippled. Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
Off we go.
Moving to designated position. Objective located. Spotted.
Would you look at that?
Okay.
Got some options there.
Confirmed.
Oh, there's like 3 of them, aren't there? Not shabby. How about we park you over here?
Position confirmed.
Oh, sure, yeah, I can bring you on the next mission, Pizza Vu. I've just been kind of going with whatever default soldiers they hand me, because I assume they're not tired and, you know, not wounded.
Copy that.
And I've got an excess of colonels now, so I don't need to worry about making sure absolutely everybody gets there. Everybody has an understudy.
On it. Got it covering now.
All right, let's see. Let's open with our usual.
The rift opens!
Well done. As we had hoped, the network separation has been temporarily delayed.
Well, it just kind of skipped through that, didn't it? Yeah, you're alone now. How do you feel?
Are you sure this weapon was properly assembled?
So the Spectre just never gets hit when it's moving, but it still triggers Overwatch, doesn't it? Okay. Well, G.I. Joe, the more you know.
I can handle that.
Wait, the gunner deals 12 to 14 now? My goodness, okay. All those damage breakthroughs have made this kind of more insane than usual.
Ah, the open spaces, the fresh air.
Looks like we gotta go up. I'm gonna park down here.
I'll comply for now.
Because just in case there's a pod up top.
Sure thing.
Affirmative. Covering now. On my way.
Oh boy.
Advent troop spotted.
What would give me the angle I want? Probably there. Yeah, this one will probably go pretty quick if I let it.
All will suffer.
I do like how the purifiers go boom.
Headed there now.
Didn't realize there was a dearth of enemies that just plain old explode. But here we are. Let's make sure you kill something. So that way you get untouchable.
Not a problem.
Wait, no, I can just... Right, squad sight is a thing that exists, and I can use.
I feel light on my
Why not just nade? That's no fun. Dang, I was hoping you'd be able to get that barrel.
Oh, I'm going.
Besides, there's probably a sectopod out there. Ah, but I still got the shred storm, might as well.
No use running.
It also destroys loot, so there's a reason.
Position confirmed.
I am ever vigilant.
No, Lycanus is ever vigilant. He's got the ability for it.
Father really outdid himself, didn't he? I've located your objective.
Thank you.
Heading out.
No, I mean, sometimes loot is
Got some
important.
advent here.
I mean, it's weapon mods and, you know, Delirium cores and whatnot. Generally not bad principle to keep an eye out for that stuff. Oh, there was a civilian back there. Whoops. Can I... Nope. From halfway across town, Dread Priest.
This might be useful. Only the best. Nah problem, boss. I'm on it.
Heading out. Your mind is
Yeah, it's just a purifier left. It won't matter too much.
What did you expect?
Moving.
Actually,
Take a look.
been a while since we checked. Anything interesting from hacking here? Sure, why not? Ah, Battlelord doesn't activate on movement or reloads. Interesting.
We're good to go.
So it's worse than being an alien ruler, which activates on movements and reloads.
Not a problem. Only the best.
All right then.
Got it covered. Back online.
Wow, all the way over there, huh?
Scanning.
Man, long watch is going to be really long.
I'm compelled to agree.
Guess we just sit here and watch out. Ah, these would be the high explosives from the sit rep, I see.
Understood. Moving out. Come get some.
Oh, hello.
Enemies moving on our position.
Not a problem. On Overwatch.
Oh man, you know what I'm
Ready
gonna
to
do?
engage.
I'm gonna make that entire half of the map a kill zone.
Area on lockdown.
This unit is relatively agile. This unit scanners are active.
Scanning.
Rock and roll. Come get some.
Heading there now. On Overwatch.
And watch the fireworks.
Advent troops here.
Ah, the good old stun kill.
An efficient kill.
Meanwhile, in Connecticut,
Not too shabby.
oh, there were also guys over here. What? That's crazy talk, Pizza, but you can't shoot down the ship. Everyone knows that's just impossible. They're completely invulnerable. Don't be dense.
I'm with you.
Exertion outpoint. I'm reloading. Efficiency is my specialty.
Moving to Overwatch. I'm on it.
Okay, move on, move on. We've taken enough photos. You're so tantalizingly close.
A reminder to all citizens, vigilance is your duty. Failure to report suspicious activity in the vicinity of critical infrastructure areas can lead to detainment and expulsion from city centers. Your cooperation is appreciated.
I expected something of a learning curve for our new recruits, but they've done a remarkable job, Commander.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
4 more days. Let's just
Setting
keep
course
on building that
for
intel.
East Africa.